This podcast contains strong language, strong opinions, and a twisted sense of humor. Side effects of listening may include uncontrollable laughter, talking back to your speaker, and reevaluating all life choices. If you're still here after all of that, welcome. You're our kind of people.
So, welcome to Full Volume No Filter. I'm your host, Trey, and I'm here with my loud crew.
What's up?
3/4 of the group.
3/4.
We don't have shout out to my left.
Yeah, I'm here, always here.
I have the total package. That's with 2 E's.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And we also have a special guest host today.
Today's guest is a man who wears many hats and wears them well. Born on the west side of Chicago, he took his talent from the baseball diamond, earning a scholarship at Grambling State, to the digital stage, where he now lead digital marketing strategist at Meta. But that's just not one side of him. Off the clock, he's a boat owner, a sharp stand-up comic with credits on the Black Jesus Tour alongside Slink Johnson and Clint Coley and The Dapper Show. He's not tied down, no kids, not married, and he's living his life completely unbothered. Please welcome the multifaceted and unapologetically himself, Michael Plant.
Let's go. Give it up.
What's the word?
Welcome.
Unbothered is a little bit of a stretch, but we're going to keep running with it.
What's up, Michael? How you doing today, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about yourself?
No, man, I'm excited about jumping into these topics.
Okay.
So, yeah, we can get to it.
We could get to it. Okay. So let's just start off about how our week went, man. How's your week going?
My week been, listen, it's doing what it do.
It's doing what it do.
I mean, for real, because it's like the more I'm around and having these meetings with these different individuals, the more I'm realizing I ain't shit. They don't listen to me at all. Man, I had a meeting today, and I swear to you, I was saying a whole presentation, and they kept saying the exact same thing I just said, like I never said it. They don't even listen to me at all, man. I hate people sometimes. I really do.
Yeah.
How about your weekend?
That's kind of hard. My weekend, man, you know what? I'm going through the seasonal change. Allergies is kicking my ass, so I might sound a little congested.
The asthma.
And asthma, yeah. So it's kicking my ass. But,
double.
Good weekend, man. I mean, good week, good weekend, everything. My anniversary is coming up.
Ooh.
So
What number is this?
This will be 6 years. The wife and I are celebrating. So
That's the McDonald's anniversary?
that's a McDonald's anniversary.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what it is. Yeah,
Chicken nugget, right?
yeah, 6-piece. So we got plans this weekend, and I think it's gonna go good. I think it's going good. Nothing big. Usually we go out of town, go out of state, chill, but we plan to stay this weekend. The kids just started school, so we gonna stay in town and make the best of it. How about you?
Still go out of town, man. Go to Gary. Gary, Indiana.
It's not out of town. Out of town and into the fire.
Yeah. So,
Ew, that's so gross.
yeah, I guess that's what he think about me. Man.
That's disgusting.
How about you, Package?
I had a pretty good weekend. I went to the concert, and Genuine and Drew Hill, it was a time. It was a time.
It was.
I appreciate you too, as always. And that deep fried Polish or deep fried whatever was top tier. Oh my God, it was so good. So good, extra mustard. That was better than like Maxwell's. Especially with the tribe pepper, ordeal, because I love like peppers and onions. Yeah, I enjoyed that. And I've got beef with you.
Why you got beef? I gave you the Polish. What's the problem?
No.
What you got beef with me for?
I paid for the food. Okay.
No, I got you.
I have beef with you that the fact that you left and did not acknowledge, he already got it.
Oh,
Trey got it. That was wrong as fuck.
Well, you know
Don't
what?
ever do that.
No, I'm going to tell you what happened.
Because I left out of the concert and the whole parking lot was gone. And I was just like, okay, no problem. Like, I drove here. I'm not in the car with nobody. But I got on him. Me being a lady, don't leave unannounced.
Well, you listen, I'm gonna tell you,
just let me know that, like, or
exactly
send a text.
what happened, right?
No, I don't care what happened. I understood that you guys had to be out of the parking lot at a certain time, blah, blah, blah. It does not hurt to have some form of communication. Oh, I called and chewed him the fuck out all the way to my car.
I was texting you, and
what happened? And your phone died, and you didn't go. It didn't go through.
No, word up. When I was texting, I was looking at it, and I was like, "Nah, fuck it." Okay, so that's how you feel about me, my safety, and me as a lady. Okay, because I know you have daughters.
Opportunity.
No, get the fuck out of here. I'm somebody's daughter. You guys have daughters.
Hey, only when women want it, it's equal opportunity.
Okay,
that's true.
What?
Only when they want it.
Not wrong.
Look, a lot of my cop friends that was out there, they were looking out. I don't know them, but they were looking out for all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that everybody but you was safe. I guess I don't know what
I was safe.
I don't know what to tell you. You know, I thought you was still up there with Cisco.
So then, what are you crying for?
Cisco. No, I had a good time after he played like the thong song, and halfway towards like the end, I started walking up and walking down, and I called him first, and I wasn't gonna call you.
She called me and bitched at me, and I just my phone was dead, so I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That's wrong. But I appreciate it. I appreciate my band, and I had a good time. I wore the perfect outfit because I had my jacket. It started like drizzling and raining. But yeah, I had a good time. And then, fuck you. Cry Me a River. I love this song. Thank you. Okay, let's listen to it. I'm a sing.
No, please don't. That's okay.
No. It's karaoke.
Well, no. She might can sing because I saw her dance. So she got to redeem herself with the vocals because...
No, we had whatchamacallit at the house.
This is how we feel about this situation.
Whitney Houston.
That wind down you was doing was the craziest wind down.
Okay, whatever.
He wasn't feeling it.
No.
Okay.
Nah, but dead ass. Nah, she's right. We should have stayed, made sure she got in her car, everything like that. But I apologize.
There is no fucking but.
Well, hold on.
Right.
The brothers laying down on the sword. You can't just cut off the apology.
But that's the problem.
Ain't never enough.
It's never enough.
Never enough.
So like I said, I apologize. Should have made sure you was good.
Yeah.
Next time, you do better.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it. I had a good time.
You our little sister, so we got to make sure you're good.
I love you too.
Because what would we do without you? Probably get somebody else.
Yeah, no. Have the worst package. Thank you very much. Have the worst package because I'm the best one out here. Thank you.
Her the worst package. But,
you don't want the worst package. You want the best one.
But it's all good. So, Michael.
My man.
How about you, man? How was your week?
Man, my week was good. I had a bunch of trainings this week for Meta. So we've all done like the sexual harassment training. It's comical at this point. You know what I mean? Because it's like, things happen, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the way they paint the picture of things happening, you're like, come on, man. I can't take this serious.
It's over exaggerated like a commercial, right?
Super over exaggerated. So I'm like, all right, man. So that was my week. I had a bunch of trainings this week, and just winding down the summer, really. The weather changing, so trying to adjust to that. And that's
what's up. And you have a boat, right?
Yeah, I do. I was on. I have a boat. I dock downtown, not too far from here. It's its own hassle. People on a boat. Everybody says boat stands for about another 1,000 because there's always some shit going on with it. You always got to spend some extra money, and that's not exaggerated. So yeah.
So how big is this boat?
It is a 38-foot Sea Ray Sundancer. So it's big enough to to tell the ladies about it.
I mean, what I know about it, a boat's a ladies' magnet, So
honestly, I think that might be a little bit of an understatement because a magnet is one thing. When you buy a boat, so like you pull up to the yard, or if you buying it off of somebody, it doesn't matter where it's at. As soon as you purchase it, like as soon as you hand over the money, You hear laughter, you hear giggling, because all boats come with like 6 bitches. That's
6 bitches.
any boat over 30 feet comes with 6 bitches. So no matter where you get it from.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So I want to talk about a couple of things, How about your dating life? I heard that you're single.
I am.
Right? So since you're single, there's a lot of first dates.
Absolutely.
Right? I guess you're out there doing your thing.
Yeah.
Meeting people.
Yeah.
6 bitches on a boat.
Yeah.
Boats and hoes.
Yeah.
So about your dating life.
All of the above.
Yeah.
What's the rules of dating? Like a first date?
I
Who's
think
paying?
Right, okay.
Who's planning?
Right.
So.
And your deal breakers.
For sure. I think it depends on your approach to dating.
Okay.
Some people are just happy that somebody want to go out with them. Some people, don't date very often, so they just, they'll take what they can get. I think the smartest side of dating, going on first dates, is dating from a position of power. So as a man, that means I'm gonna make the plan. I'm gonna be prepared to spend the money. I'm just gonna kind of lead the charge when it comes to where we going, what we doing, and where things, kind of go from there. As far as
so you're saying traditional?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super traditional. I think that's going to get you your best results.
I believe that.
To be honest,
I believe that. So let's just say we're in like you said, a new era of dating, right? Where women have a lot of power, and they're making probably as much as men nowadays. Some women, right? So how about them planning the date? How about them? Should they bring their own money?
They should, but they have no intention of using it.
Okay.
That's a true fact.
Yeah.
Well, I say a woman should bring their own money. And on a first date, because we are in this new era and things have changed, because the expectation wouldn't be there. If she's paying for her own date, then the guy shouldn't be expecting anything at the end of the date.
No. That's not why I think she should bring. I think she should bring her own money. Because if I don't like her and I go to the bathroom,
absolutely
right, she might not see me again. So you got to make sure you can.
I've done that.
See,
because he ate off. No. But this was towards the end, and he ate off of my plate. He took his fork and went on my plate and did this.
He smeared
his
he sopped.
I don't know the fucking terminology, but yes, he did this on my plate, and then I was just like, and I was just like, I'm gonna go to the ladies' room, and I walked out and walked across the street to my car, and I left. He never saw me, never heard from me.
Deal breaker.
Did he try to call you and say, "Where you at?" You push your walls apart in the bathroom.
I don't know. I didn't have his number saved.
Deal breaker.
That
you didn't have his number saved.
That would be a deal breaker for me too.
Yeah. What? So. I don't mind. It just be like, or if it's like, if I offered and you didn't want anything at that time, then okay, cool. But then it's like, if you did want to try, it's still like courteous. Like even like dating, if you're still with somebody, I would be like, babe, can I try? Or,
Women eat off the guy's plate all the time.
I was just about to say
the same meal.
But I still ask.
Know somebody though.
Exactly.
I still ask though.
Exactly.
Like I still ask. Or when we're ordering, I'm gonna be like, oh, what are you getting? Because,
right. You plan on eating that shit.
Because I want to try that.
Yeah, I don't mind that though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the manner in which it
manners.
Right.
Yeah, like this dude, I was just like, wait, what?
Like if you sop me up like a biscuit, you took it and rubbed my plate. That's different than reaching over, taking a little pasta and keeping it moving.
That's so disrespectful.
I mean, but before you reach somebody's plate, you say, "Let me taste." You give them some type of warning.
Yeah. So that's
Did
why
he give you a warning?
No, it just seemed, I guess, natural.
That was your first date?
Yes.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild on the first date. That's wild.
That it
Very
is.
wild.
It was.
Yeah. So you're saying that they should. No,
No,
I left. I told you I went to the bathroom. I said, "Let me excuse myself." I grabbed my purse. I went to the bathroom and that was it.
But see, I know they can't see what you was just demonstrating. But like I say, to me, it's the meal. If I'm having something like if one of the sides is like fries or some wedges or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you grab one, I wouldn't trip. It's the in the main entree type of thing. If it's sides, I'm like, here's maybe for the table. Yeah. Go ahead and eat some of these fries. You know what I'm saying? So where's that balancing act happen? If you got some appetizers and you do too, like if they take your appetizer, you mad about it? They took some of your artichoke dip?
No, because that's like a shareable. Now, double dipping, if it's a first date, then like,
I don't care if it's any date.
I'm not.
You nasty for that.
Oh, well, if it's not like, if we're rocking, I'm double dipping. If I want some more. What? It's just like kissing. What the fuck is the difference? You got your thumbs
all up in my
I wash my hands. No, you never see anything under my nails.
Ain't no double dipping in my stuff.
Oh,
no. You
that's unfortunate.
Take all your dip at once. Don't be coming back with that same soggy chip.
Then again, there's like another mannerism and, table etiquette. You would take a saucer and you would, scoop onto the saucer.
A lot of people don't have table etiquette. Like
No, they
it's
don't.
not something that's taught anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I learned that in high school in terms of how like a table is set, where the forks are.
What high school you went to?
Hinsdale South.
See, they didn't teach us that in our high school.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where'd y'all go to school?
We went to Julian.
Oh, y'all went to Julian?
Went to Julian.
Yeah, we had places called the kitchen and the donut shop.
And the donut shop, yeah.
Right.
So we just,
So we, it was nothing fancy. I didn't get fancy until I became an adult. Before that, Applebee's was the joint. 2 for $20 was killing the game.
2 for $20 was that spot back
it
in the
was,
day.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, late night. Somewhere
But
to
he
eat.
said, if I don't like her, she should bring her own money.
I was just saying, but how do you determine where you take? Because I had a little crazy one. I met a young lady downtown, right? So, I was down here working, right? And so she was nice and everything. And I said, okay, we can go out on a date. I'm going to go and pick you up. She was a student at the time at Columbia, right? Mm-hmm. So when I initially met her, she was nice, dressed and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And she wanted to go to like, what's it, Fogo de Chao, whatever?
I love Fogo de Chao.
Now, man, I'm straight from, the block. I don't know what that is. So people told me, but I'm like, okay, I'm making some bread. We can go ride. But when she walked out, she turned around and she had a rat comb. And I don't know. I was like, you know what? Your rat comb sticking out the back of your pocket.
What?
I'm going to take you to...
What's a rat comb?
A rat tail comb.
White Castle.
A rat tail comb. Oh.
And like when I see the rat tail comb, I'm like, no, you don't be going to Fogo de Chao, whatever their name is. I'm like, no, you don't be go there. Yeah. I'm like, I got to take you to the Chinese joint in Chinatown. And we go get that number 9.
The number 9. Extra sauce.
Right. Even this extra duck sauce. I made it real fancy. I paid extra.
Duck is really good.
So you said she doesn't deserve that. And you took her somewhere. She deserved to go somewhere cheaper because of her aesthetics or whatever that is.
She was mad too.
Well, let me.
What would you say a first date should cost?
Well, let me just piggyback off that real quick because that's why I say if you date from like a position of power, right? So you date for your experience. Mm-hmm. So it's like no matter if Shorty with me or not, I'm gonna go here because I like to go here, right? And you're just accompanying me. Mm-hmm. You're coming with me, or you coming along for the ride. So that's kind of my approach to it. So even though Shorty pulling up with the rat tail and all of that, we still finna go over here to Fogo because I like to go to Fogo. Now she either get with the program or she don't, but that'll be the first and last date. You know what I'm saying?
The question is, would you get up and go to the bathroom?
Nah, I ain't gonna do it because again, I want to enjoy my food and enjoy my vibe. You know what I mean? Like if Shorty don't make the cut, she just don't make the cut. You know, one and done, and that's cool.
You're upstanding gentleman and scholar.
So I agree with that. But so you're saying that wherever you want to go is where you'll take the shorty.
Absolutely.
What would you say is the ideal number on how much you spend on a first date?
I think it depends, man. If we're just talking dinner, I mean, if y'all are drinking, you looking at maybe 120, 130, 140. You know what I'm saying? You're looking somewhere around there.
That's reasonable.
I don't think that's bad. Do I want to go out and spend $500 on a first date? Maybe not. But if I'm having a good time, shit, we might run it up a little bit. That's okay. Right. Again, you dating for your experience as a man. This is about my experience. Like I had a good time. So I spent whatever I spent, but I had a good time. That's what's most important to me on that.
But doesn't your good time determine on how the person's acting also?
Absolutely.
Right? So let's just say you do take her to a fancy restaurant. She's eating with her hand. She's eating a steak like a goddamn sandwich.
Listen.
She's picking it up and biting it. She ain't cutting into it. I mean, that's part of the experience.
Absolutely. But you know, my approach to life, man, like I'm in it for the story now. You know what I'm saying? Like Shorty, this is such a trash experience with the young lady. It's like, all right, then how trash she finna be? Like, I can't wait to tell this story to somebody.
And then he don't get on the pod and talk about it.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and say
or it's for his next stand up. Like a true story. This is a true story.
But you know what? That stuff that don't even bother me. If she picked that steak up and ate it like that, it's that funky attitude that'll make it anything. Other than, like, if your etiquette is wrong with eating, it's like, so what? I mean, that's something you can learn, but that funky attitude is going to linger.
I don't like a bad attitude.
No, attitudes are always bad.
That's my deal breaker. That's my deal breaker. Don't be rude to the wait staff. Like,
Yep, that's a pet peeve.
Yeah.
So total package.
What's up?
How much do you expect a man to fork up on a date? What's a good date to you? How much?
Like in terms of what we spend,
what you spend.
I don't think it's like equivalent to a certain amount. Is because I'm like an energy, I'm a vibe, but I
so
don't
McDonald's
like.
Is good.
No, I don't eat McDonald's. See, he's gonna know me in terms of like my palate. There are some things that I don't, eat. I don't eat pork. I don't, I'm not interested in eating anything fried. So it's like if, a first date, we're having conversation and it's just like, oh, what do you like? It's kind of like leading up, those kind of surface questions are leading up to, I like Mediterranean. So that could be anywhere in between where, per person, it's starting at like $50 or per person, it's starting at like $35 or, whatever. And then it's like, it continues to go. And then I don't go out and feel like I can't order what I want. I just don't.
I'm listening to y'all. Y'all got some money. I'll go take you. You go get this shawarma for $9.99. You want a drink and fries?
You talking about starting at $50?
I mean, get this chicken shawarma sandwich.
But if you think about like the cost of food and, just going like realistically, that's just like realistic. I'm not, counting anybody's pocket, but it's just,
I think the question really comes into mind where it's like, it's not so much about, all right, how much am I willing to spend? It's, do I feel secure that no matter what I spend today, I'm going to be cool when I wake up tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, before I even start dating, are my pockets right to be dating? Right. It doesn't mean you got to spend a lot. That means you can still spend a little, but it's like, I feel comfortable enough that like, hey, if I got to spend this amount, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people are looking to date before they're really ready to be dated. And that's just reality. You're gonna have a much better time if you got some money in your pocket versus, damn, this is my last $80, but I really want to go out with Shorty. Like, that's not really the approach.
Yeah, that's a true statement. I get that.
That is a true statement, but why not just cook a meal for her?
Absolutely. I'm with that.
Why not cook a meal for her?
Because if it's you,
yeah, I can't.
That
cook.
meal is gonna be terrible.
But here's the thing though. If my money was low and I'm like, all right, I got a date with her, I want to impress her, I would put together some cool shit where it's like, don't cost a lot. We finna do a picnic. We gonna go to the beach. You know what I'm saying? There's things you can do that don't cost a lot of money, and she's still gonna be ready to, you know what I'm saying?
Go to a farmer's market.
So
yeah, what happened to those type of dates?
They're still around.
Are they?
Yeah, Wicker Park. There's one actually every Thursday from 4 to.
What happened to those dates?
Oh shit,
the Love Jones.
Oh no, they're showing the Love Jones tonight at the Rooftop Cinema.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just talking about like I talk to a lot of my friends and everything, you know, especially in different cultures, and they appreciate that. They'll go hiking.
Oh yeah,
they'll go to the
I like to be
park
outdoors
and everything like that. I mean, you can definitely do that. You can get normal food though. You got to get stuff you think they never ate. Like you get Popeyes. Everybody know what Popeyes is.
Oh no, I'm
So
not.
if you
I'm
have a
going to
picnic-
Whole Foods or Trader Joe's to do like a charcuterie and fruits. And
You
I
know
had a
what?
picnic last summer.
You know what? You're so rich. I'm telling you, go to
Oh
Jules.
my fucking goodness!
And
I go to Jules for some things,
get that,
not everything.
that $5.99 chicken special on Mondays, and just hold it till
Genetically
Saturday.
modified lab chicken. No, thank you.
Hit a little bit.
That shit's gonna start flying.
Now,
Right?
now, would you take anybody on your boat for a first date?
Absolutely. That's my go-to first
That's
date.
your go-to.
That's my, in the summertime, that's
Okay.
my go-to first date.
Got you.
Go-to. Easy. And you're not, what, people don't understand, like boats are expensive, right?
Right.
It's a lot of maintenance with all of that. But just being on your boat, kicking it, all of that, like, it's not
Great
running
vibes.
it up. Yeah,
Great
great vibes,
vibes.
but you're not running it up. If I bring a girl out on my boat as our first date, you maybe you get a bottle of champagne, $15. You get a little bit of bites to eat, $30-$40. Like, you're not really spending a lot of money. You already got the boat set up, so it's like,
And it's your boat.
exactly.
And it's your boat.
Exactly. Win-win.
So you're saying, since we know each other,
yeah.
I could use your boat.
Yeah, if you ever need to use it, I
I
got,
got
you.
you. You know,
His anniversary's
my
coming up.
anniversary
Yeah.
is
My
coming
man, I got to
I might need you to charter.
listen. Absolutely, tell the wife.
I got you. That'll be nice. But she's scared of water.
Well, I'm on the river, so the water's super calm. So it's like the water's like
That
glass.
ain't even it.
Really?
Yeah, that ain't even it. She doesn't know how to swim. So
I got life vests.
we had on a life vest. I was on our last anniversary. Went out of town. She got on a jet ski with me.
Now
And
that's traumatizing.
No, I was going 3 miles per hour out into the ocean, right?
Really?
Out into the ocean.
I fucking love jet
And
skis.
she was scared. So I got out to the ocean. She made me take her all the way back. And she stood there and watched me go about 70 miles per hour.
Oh, I love it. And then did you
on a
flip?
jet ski. I was trying to flip it. I was trying to do some.
Yeah, you lean. You
Yeah,
lean.
I did
you
all
lean
that.
to the side.
I
yeah.
did all that.
Oh, well, maybe because you're too heavy, but I always flip. Go real fast.
Because
and
I'm
then
too heavy, it should lean more. Dodo.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you don't know what you're doing.
Physics.
Right.
I don't know. I always flip when I want to.
So now, how about out of town? Would you take a chick out of town for a first date?
First date, no. That's just you don't take a woman out of town for the first date because you're too many variables.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, out of town trips is for somebody you already cracking.
So
right.
so that goes into what I want to talk about. Deandre Ayton.
I'm
He
with
has
it.
a IG model, allegedly,
Allegedly.
took her out to what, Turks and Caicos?
Yeah.
For he was out there, his bodyguards or whatever it is, security, got her out to Turks and Caicos. And because she did not give it up, allegedly, he left her there.
That's wrong.
Yeah. I think it's wrong on both sides.
I think it is too.
Yeah. It's wrong on his side because, bruh, like, don't bring nothing out the country or out of town that you're not already, making moves with. That's just not a good look. She's wrong because you know what a dude's expecting when you go out of
Absolutely.
town. So like,
Yeah.
baby girl, like don't go out of town where you're gonna be sleeping in the same bed with a man.
He a basketball player. He played for the Lakers.
Exactly.
You know they about what?
Exactly.
Chicks, money,
Exactly.
fast cars.
Exactly.
And you get a ticket to Turks and Caicos knowing he gonna want to smash.
Exactly.
And you don't give it up.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that women are obligated to do anything, but it's like, why even put yourself in that position if you don't, if you're not ready to go there.
You're
I
supposed to
agree
bring
with
her
you
some Turks and
100%, yeah.
Caicos money so she can get home.
So you can get home.
in case he go to the bathroom.
But
Exactly.
it's also like you have you can have like that conversation because what is, like the nature of the conversation, whether it was just strictly on Instagram or whatever, being like approached like, oh, are you trying to blah, blah, blah. Like if he extended the invitation, then it was just kind of like, okay, well, we can go and have a good time, but I like, are you expecting, I'll like outright say, and I'll let you know, like,
but
whether
some
or
things
not.
don't have to be said. Like you said, it's a conversation, right?
It is a conversation because
all my conversations when I was about to smash wasn't like leading up to it. Like, so when we're going to get together, this is how it's not always like that.
Right.
But if somebody fly you out to Turks and Caicos, he's a millionaire, right? He gets paid a nice check. Mm-hmm. He's in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Girls are swarming him. You got picked. He's picking you for a reason. And you should know that reason. And like Michael said, you're not obligated to do it, but you should read the temperature.
Yeah.
Read the temperature.
You should have been reading the temperature prior to leaving, is what I'm saying. Having a conversation.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing.
Or even like saying like, I'm down to go out there, have a good time and vibe, but I just don't want it to be, like a forced thing. Oh. If we end up hooking up, then we end up hooking up. If we don't, then we don't, whatever. Like, let's have adult conversations. Like, we know what's, what you're looking for and what I'm looking for. You're going to spend some money. So not be naive to it, but have the conversation.
Yeah, because honestly, guys are going to want to smash if you are coming across the street. So coming out the country, that you know what guys are on. So just don't even put yourself in that position. Even if you're on the fence about it, just don't even put yourself in that position.
And you should have a plan B. I mean, you're going out there.
Yeah, you
don't
can
know
find
what's
one
going to
out
happen.
there.
Right? Have a plan B. If you don't have the money to go out there, don't even go out there.
Listen,
don't go.
You know what it was. I mean, if I was single and somebody flew me to Ohio, I knew I was giving it up.
Right.
That's just what it was. That's the rule. You want to fly me out there?
You're going to the Bucks game, the Buckeyes.
Listen, you already know the rule. You know what it's all about. Turks and Caicos, man. Listen, you can't tell me you ain't know. You ain't had no. She's in the industry. She get people in them DMs offering stuff. Yeah. And somebody go fly you out. If you that naive to think that this man ain't go look for that. Now, yeah, he was, leaving her out there.
Yeah, that's bogus.
My thing is that
you got a round trip ticket and now you're canceling and now you're putting her out of your room.
Yeah,
like that's just low.
It makes him look like a sucker for sure.
Right.
He's
mad
some
sucker shit.
It's gonna make you look like a sucker. However, every guy's not a nice guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And every woman not gonna give it up.
Absolutely. So that's where we are. That's just where we are.
Well, I mean, at least he gave her a round trip. Because we done heard of stories and people had that one way.
Right, and they canceled
absolutely not. We're not.
They canceled, right.
What? That's just rules. Like, no, you don't go one way. Excuse me?
Listen.
No.
I would, if I was him, I would have kept it player. I would have let her stick around and stay, but I would have pulled something in Turks and Caicos. And,
right.
And whatever I pulled would have been in the room with us.
Right. Make it real uncomfortable.
You can say it if you a homie now, baby. You on the couch with it.
Yeah. Grab the camera and film.
Exactly.
I would be so cool. I'd be like, okay, steady. And I'm going to get the angle. No problem.
Get on that.
World star.
That's some sucker shit for real, leaving somebody out.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's Ohio.
Yeah.
It's not like you from Ohio to Florida. You can find your way back.
Yeah.
But Turks and Caicos, that's a little expensive.
Yeah. Because as a man, I feel like we do have certain obligations, right? It's like I want to make sure, even if I'm not feeling her, I want to make sure she get home. You know what I mean? Like that's just some man shit. So like to not follow through on that, it just makes you look like a sucker.
And the NFL, I was reading articles on Reddit. And not the NFL, the NBA always is talking about how, his mentality, even in the game and just mentality overall is just like whack.
He's childish.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it's just like women do a better job in terms of like, not just for free trips, like let them be legitimately
That part.
inclined because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Nobody should force anybody to do anything they don't want to. So don't think
Yeah.
we're saying that she should have given it up just because she's out there.
Right.
Yeah, no.
You know, I mean, have those conversations, read the room, understand what you're getting yourself into.
Yep.
Because as I said, if it was me, I fly you out there, I'm going to want something,
Yeah.
you know? And she probably wants something too. Women go into a relationship expecting things. You dealing with a ball player, you're going to want him to spend some money on you.
Yeah.
And that's all she wanted. You wanted something from him, he's going to want something from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that,
You know?
but Mike, he's telling the truth. I mean, both of them telling the truth. You should at least had that conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's nothing like that. That does make him sound like a sucker. Because if it were me, it'd be like, listen, you know, I know you coming out here, but you know what it is when you get out here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
even
know,
after
you know
like
what I'm on.
yeah, because even after like a date goes past like midnight, it's just like, oh, I'm not kissing you. We're not like
Right.
don't kiss me, or yeah, no, none of that is going on unless I want it to.
Midnight, what are you, a gremlin? What do you
No,
mean?
I'm just saying, like,
She wait for a
in
full moon
terms
to
of
come out.
no, in terms of like just communicating instead of it implying like, oh, the date is still going and like still going or whatever. We're communicating, we're still having a vibe, but nothing is going on.
Yeah.
So let's just say you having a vibe, right?
Yeah, we're in a vibe.
And you're not out of town. Let's just say it's a
Yeah.
regular date. We was talking about dating and first dates. And let's just say you are having a vibe and you're like, man, I like this. He's cool. You invite him upstairs. Is that not sending a mixed message?
I'm not inviting you.
Okay, he invites you upstairs and you take it. Okay, it's cool. It's going good.
And
You
it's
go
like
upstairs.
we go either to depending on like where he lives is one thing, because I'm not going, no, or I'm about to drop my
Why do it
location.
depend on where he lives?
What? My safety.
Okay, let's just say it's a safe place.
Okay, and I'm cool. Like I've kind of scoped out, like, or we've communicated, like, you know, we're gonna stop by my place or whatever. Okay, cool. Yeah, we go to his place. I use the bathroom. The door is locked. I come out. I wash my hands, and then you know we sit there, or we go to like a common area. And we either are continuing to drink, have conversation, blah blah blah, and after that, I'd be like, okay. Can you take me to my
You
car?
are dancing around the damn
No,
question like
I'm
a
not.
ballerina.
How?
Doesn't it send a mixed message?
I
is what
don't
I'm
give
saying.
a fuck what the message sings.
No, messages is very important.
Yes. However, like being like carrying myself in a manner, it's like, yes, he was already wanting to fuck before going upstairs.
So why go upstairs?
If we've had a conversation,
That's not what you said. That's not what was
it's been
asked.
everything that I've been saying. Having a conversation, communicating. If a date went past 12, if a date went past midnight, and it's just like, oh, you want to, you know, go to my place and chill. We have a couple drinks, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. We're not doing anything, and I'm gonna go home.
Are you gonna tell them that before you go upstairs?
Yes.
I'm a throw this one little curveball in there.
Go ahead. I hope she could hit it.
I don't think
Okay.
women think about this in real time.
They don't.
They don't.
I
And,
do.
well, no.
Okay.
Women don't think about this in real time. The reason why I say that they don't think about this in real time is because women have this unique ability to shut off their thinking. Especially when it's some shiny shit going on. They almost kind of like kids. Not to be disrespectful, but women are kind of like children, right? You show them a good time and you show them some shiny shit and they forget, I ain't supposed to be going nowhere with a
The
stranger.
morals.
Exactly.
Yeah, the morals.
They forget
Yeah.
about all that because they're having such a good time. So now you done blinked, it's 2 a.m, you sitting on this nigga's couch and you don't want to do nothing, but you sitting on his couch at 2 a.m.
Absolutely.
And that's literally how it happens. So I feel what you're saying, and I believe that you do think like this, but in the moment when you're vibing, having a good time, you've been drinking,
not thinking
you've been
like
kicking,
this.
You're
but,
not
but
thinking
there's
like
been
this in that
times
moment.
where like vibing, 3 a.m. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go home.
but that's
Yeah, but
how
you
it
just made
happened
my
to a
point.
lot of women.
You just made my point.
Yeah.
There's been times I'm vibing. It's 3 a.m. You shouldn't even, if you not planning on doing nothing, why we went out at 3 a.m. and you at his house at 3 a.m.? We're not thinking about that in the moment. Women aren't thinking about that in the moment. You just enjoy this nigga's company. He got a nice car. He got a nice crib. I'm having a good time with him. Yeah, I'm not finna fuck him.
And you already said, he already want to fuck.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Not all of the time, but not all of the time am I, taking the date further or, going upstairs. There are times where it's just like I've been invited and I just be like, no, I'm gonna go home.
But I said,
but
that's what I'm saying.
We good with that. That message is that you're not trying to. You're not trying to. It is,
but it's a mixed message, and sometimes even when being told, and then you do go, men still in their head. That's why people are getting. Do you say the word like
the word great?
Yeah.
Yes.
So because they don't like the word no, but it's like we had this conversation.
So why put yourself in that position? So that's what I mean by mixed message.
Right.
It's putting a mixed message. Mm-hmm. Not everybody's a good human.
Right.
Not everybody's a good human. So now you're sending this mixed message. Oh, I do want to chill with you. I do want to come up to your place. Yeah. I do want to continue drinking. I do want to continue having fun. Mm-hmm. So now you upstairs, and in his head, he's like, yeah, it's about to go down.
Nah, bruh.
You might be an exception to the rule though, because I mean, that's the thing. It's been plenty of women out there like I ain't doing nothing with him, and then you're like, girl, I done slept with this dude, and I wasn't even planning on because you went upstairs for that nightcap at 2:30. Like, no, I'm just go have a little drink and be good, and before you know it,
absolutely,
it's what it is.
Absolutely, that's why again another curveball. That's why the first, especially if it's a woman that I'm feeling, them first couple of dates, I'm not even trying to smash you. And the reason why I say that is because for some reason, when you're not thirsty or when you're not like sweating a woman about all that, it's like it has the opposite effect. It's like now they want you more. So if it's somebody that I'm feeling I'm liking,
why he ain't trying to fuck?
Exactly.
I don't say that. Exactly. I never say that.
And then they start saying shit like, well, you must got a bunch of hoes if you ain't trying to.
Oh, that ain't even it.
I don't even say that.
Baby, I just look.
I like it.
Then you hit them with some. Nah, baby, I just respect you. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling you. I ain't trying to.
Not you turn on a voice. He turned on his after hours voice.
Whole time you sending her home at 11 o'clock, a respectable hour, and then you hitting your freak at 1 a.m. Like, hey, babe, where you at?
Yeah.
I'll see you in 20 minutes.
You know it's going down.
Exactly.
She don't mind sending mixed messages.
Exactly. Where you at?
Oh my God, that's so funny.
The hundreds? Yeah, get here.
But that goes back to the whole Deandre Ayton thing.
Yeah.
She's sending a mixed message.
Absolutely.
And did not communicate.
Did not communicate. Regardless of what it is. How many times you guys...
Or she could have gave like, oh, I want this in order for this.
How many times you guys been with a girl, she said, no, I don't want to. And then she ended up giving it up.
That does happen.
Yeah, that happens.
All the time.
That happens. That
so
does happen.
Just because you say
I say stop in the midst.
Which is,
you know what? Get out.
Which is said.
It's already been consented. But now, as things have started, I'm just like, no, stop.
No, and the guy should stop. And the guy should stop. But that's also sending a mixed message. I mean, of course, if a woman say stop, stop.
Absolutely.
Immediately stop, because it could go down a different way. But like I said, she was sending a mixed message coming all the way out there, knowing what he's about.
Yeah.
Knowing what he's about.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I think the assumption is we don't even know what was being reported. We don't know if they had that conversation. He might have had that legit conversation.
Absolutely.
And she was like,
and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah. And then he was like, oh, you talked all this.
Yeah.
Saying you was with it. Now you here, you ain't.
Because that happened.
Oh, and he pulled it out looking like Mandingo. And she over here like, I ain't with it.
Oh, that's too much. No, I was looking through, and it was very like the whole rumor and altercation or whatever.
And that's why it's
very
alleged,
surface.
So.
It's very surface, and he hasn't even said anything.
And he shouldn't. He should say nothing.
He hasn't responded or made any type of social media message or anything about it.
Say nothing. There's
nothing.
There's too many people in the world where it's on to the next. On to the next. Just keep it moving,
Yeah.
man.
No response is a response.
That part.
I would have to disagree
What?
because no response is a response.
Yes, because silence speaks.
It can and it cannot.
Okay.
It gives people room to speculate,
That's fair.
have
Okay.
their own opinion.
Right. That you can do nothing about.
And
Because
but guess what?
it's three sides to the truth. Yours, mine's, and the truth. So like speculations and everybody's feels and opinions, no.
So why even say anything? And that's why
Exactly.
we say
So that's why I
don't say
said
anything.
like silence speaks.
Yeah. I
No
wouldn't say
response is
nothing in this
response is
situation.
a response.
Okay,
I
so
wouldn't
what is
respond
his
to it.
response to his silence?
What?
She said no response is a response. So what is his response? Being silent.
That bitch is mad that she didn't get a Birkin. I don't know. Like, or didn't go to Chanel. Like, I don't know. Or again, we don't know the nature of them DMs. So it's a bunch of like, he say, she say. And until further notice, then what? But hopefully he's got good management.
Like I said, I'd be on to the next one.
That's all I'm saying. I don't even think it's a
Or
big
even,
enough
you know,
story.
following back up on the Turks and Caicos. The shorty that you found in
Because there's
Turkey.
plenty of talent in Turks and Caicos.
Plenty.
Yes.
Plenty.
They say
I've
a lot
never
of
been.
fish in the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
I
no
can't wait
need.
to go there.
There was no need to bring
He probably hopped on the plane with somebody else back to the States
for sure.
while
Right.
she was still there.
Yeah, that's bogus.
Sure.
Like, don't
Definitely
leave me.
bogus. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
don't you don't gotta leave her, bro. Send her back to
Make sure your
Baltimore or
passport is
wherever she
valid.
was from.
So now they're putting labels on our children, right? How do y'all feel about that? You know, labels like gifted, slow. He needs IEP, right? IEP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do y'all feel about that? Putting labels on our children.
Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. This is crazy, right? I was talking to him the other day, and my son's teacher called, and she was like, "Hey, I just want to give you a call and let you know that he wasn't doing his, he didn't do his work today, and it, you know, it's been kind of hard trying to get him to do his work today. I just wanted to know if what did she say to me? She said if he was like not special,
If
but
he needs the short bus.
yeah, if he was, yeah, if he had learned, that's what she said. She said, does he have a learning disability? And I'm like, bitch, I'm like, how you go from him not doing his work
Right.
today
Maybe he mad
to
today.
him having a learning disability? I'm
Right.
like, damn, maybe he didn't know what he was doing or anything. I'm like, and the crazy thing, I went into a rant about it because I'm like, you're so quick to judge our kids and place them in these programs when all it take, he had no problems the last couple years, nothing. He's there weak. One day he don't do his work and automatically that's where you come from.
And I think that that's where mental health needs to, because it's just like the child could be having a bad day or, you know, something's on his mind or he's sad about something. And I feel as though in that realm, instead of, you know, choosing to go in a program, is just like, oh, let's go talk to the counselor.
I think it's just lazy. I think it's a lazy way of teaching. You know what I'm saying? Because a few conversations she could have uncovered that, oh, he's not special needs or he's not this or that. You know what I'm saying? It's just lazy.
But she could have had a conversation. And in the conversation is what gave her that idea.
That's
now,
true.
that's my little boy. Every time he see me, he run up. I know he's not slow. I know he doesn't need IEP, right?
Yeah.
He could have been having a bad day. But I was telling Bugsy, I said, I don't see anything wrong with that. Because if your kid was gifted and she said, hey, your kid is different, I think he's gifted, would you have taken an offense to that?
No. I wouldn't have taken offense to what she said if she said, I had these conversations and I think maybe this. She didn't. Her excuse was because she had a hard time with him doing his work for that day. Then that was a reason for her to ask if he was like needed, if he was special ed.
But how
So
do
I
you
was like,
know it wasn't anything leading up to that? She probably just cut to the chase, right?
But you don't cut to the chase. That's your fault.
Got you.
For doing that. You should explain the story in its entirety, what the conversation you had, what you were trying to do, and before you jump to that. Now, if you come to me and say, hey, listen, he didn't do his work. So would you like to, I want to send his work home and everything. Can you help him with it? I'm just having a hard time trying to get him to do that. And then we come up with a plan and you allow me to give you that information. That's different. But don't jump right to that conclusion. That already put me in a place of where you are teaching my kid and how you're going to interact with him.
And I agree with that. She could have done that, but she also has 20-something other students that she has to deal with. And she cannot take time to probably be with every student. So cutting to the chase and saying, hey, this is what happened today. Does he have a problem? Okay, since he doesn't, she could approach it a different way. But the source would be the parent, right? She can't go off of anything else at the beginning of the school year because you said he hasn't had problems in the past. This is her first year with him.
That was her first day that he didn't do nothing
with him. I'm just saying, first day with him, right? Or whatever it is, second day. And they really didn't do anything the first couple of days. They stayed in the room. They were supposed to switch classes because our kids go to school together, right?
But I'm saying to go to the conclusion, he has one bad day out of 6. And
but was it a conclusion or was she just asking for support? So for instance, she's trying to identify. They have to identify these things and to give the kid support if he needed early. Early support is very important for anybody. So, I said, you are the source that she should come to.
It was strictly the way she presented it.
Got you.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the angering part, was how she presented it
to
by
you.
Going right to, does he have a learning disability?
Is your kid?
I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? So you first talked to me about his
him
work.
and then talked to you and said the apple don't fall from the tree.
That's what I was eating at the time. She probably dude's drooling on it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
I understand. It's how she approached you and everything
that was
like
exactly what it was.
But I still don't see anything wrong with her bringing up the subject in that matter.
But my thing is, and I don't know her training. I don't know what kind of background she got or whatever the case. But my thing is that you have to come with more information before you start trying to label our kids. You know what I mean?
From one encounter.
That's not enough.
No.
It takes, even if your kid has a learning disability, it's a process that you go through. Before you do it, you evaluate, you look. They got counselors that they'll introduce them to and everything, and then they'll make the suggestion and saying, "Hey, parent, we noticed this. This may be an issue." Not, "Hey, I had a hard time getting him to do his work." Not that he was doing all the other work wrong, that he couldn't catch on to the other subjects. You had a bad day with him, and that was enough to do it. And that's how they do our kids. That's how they do our Black and brown kids. We are overwhelmingly more in those programs than any other. And I understand the certain situations that we run into.
Systemic biases, that's what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Bias.
Because your kid is a little hyper, you want to medicate him. Because he don't pick up on the new math right away, he got a learning disability. Spend some time.
Well, they can only spend so much time with these children because the reason why our Black and brown children are going through what they're going through, being labeled different, is because they don't have the upbringing like a lot of, let's just say, other cultures, right? You have some fathers, white fathers, making over $100,000. The mother's at home. All she do is go to the gym in the day. She's home to help him with the homework, right? A lot of Black families, brown families, the father's not there. So the mother's in the house. She's probably off at work. Kid come home. He's by himself with his grandmother. She forgot how to do math. And, no, for real, because they changed the math
in
up.
terms of like the techniques and
absolutely. So they come home and they're not getting the help that they're supposed to get. So now that they're going to school not knowing what to do, they're behind. Mm-hmm. And how many Black kids you see in tutoring classes? You don't see that many.
Yeah. I went to tutor.
You know what, man? I remember, man, when I was in grammar school, bro. I had these two friends, man, and they were twins, right? But I remember the assistant principal came into the room, man. We was probably like in 7th grade. And the assistant principal was like, anybody birthday, but I guess before September, and was like, are you 14 or 15 or something like that? It was like 14. And one of them was in my class and raised his head, right? And she was like, yeah, come on with me. And she took him, right? So I'm like, all right. I'm like, man, I didn't know he was 14. And we was like in 7th grade. And then the next day, he was in special ed. I said, what the hell? I said,
put my boy in the gulag.
Right. So I was with science yesterday. He was in special ed. The next day, he was embarrassed as hell, man.
Listen.
It is an embarrassing thing. We used to pass by I've never made fun of anybody that intellectually slower or anything like that. Physically, I've always stuck up for the ones that could not. That has always been me. Now, you have inside jokes with your friends where you talk about people, but I've always stuck up for them. If I see somebody bullying, if I see somebody talking shit to them, I'm going to step in. That's just me, But, you walk past that class and they looking at you sad as hell because they in that class, and then they come out not knowing that you seen them.
Exactly.
It wasn't just that. And I apologize, man. If you ever hear this, man, I'm sorry. Because he used to love basketball, but we go to the gym now, and they made him play floor hockey.
No, basketball's too much.
Right, basketball was too stimulating.
But you know what's wild about this whole thing, though? It's like as soon as you finish school, there is no more slow class.
Nope.
So you don't know who's supposed to be in this class, but they out in society. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know. That's why you run into people sometimes. You be like, Greg's a little off. Right. James is missing a couple of screws. You know what I'm saying?
Now we keep calling it slow class. Let's change that term. Let's call it IEP. Okay. IEP.
Wait a minute, ain't that the plan they put them on?
Whatever it is, but we calling it the slow class.
Yeah.
So let's stop calling it
special education.
Education. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's call it special education.
Special kind of dig a little bit too. We're gonna be honest.
Okay.
To me, it's like
yeah.
Well, if we're not using the right terms,
IEP,
we apologize.
IEP
programs. Let's just say that. All right. So but they don't want you to know they're in there, especially when they one of the cool kids and everything like that. And it'd be those cool kids that are not getting that extra attention at home.
Yeah.
They're raising themselves. They're latchkey kids. They're coming home, opening the door, going in the house, probably don't even know what to do with their homework. Algebra is hard when you first started.
Yeah.
And you sitting there trying to figure out X and B.
I failed algebra. It was hard the whole time. It was hard the whole time. And I'm good with numbers, but algebra, them formulas, every week it was a different formula. I said, didn't we just do these parentheses yesterday? Now they different?
Listen.
Oh.
Yeah. Ugh. So, that's crazy.
Pre-calc. Oh, my God.
In conclusion, I don't think it's wrong labeling our children if it's not trying to put them in a category of something. Because, as I said, early support will help those that actually need it. Now, the approach on how they approached you, I believe, was dead wrong. Do I think they should have approached you? Yes. But come with more tact.
Yeah. That's
more
the only
tact.
thing.
And it would have been
because, I mean, if my kids did have issues in school and everything and need an additional help, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, do your due diligence first. Do your work. Don't just come out with that, or ask more pre-qualifying questions. Yeah. Had you asked more questions and everything and kind of dug into it rather than just jumping right to it?
So what's a pre-qualifying question? What is a pre-qualifying question?
Hey, is there anything I need to know from his last school? Did he have any extra help while he was at the other
That's
school?
still
Anything
saying
like that?
your kid's slow.
No, I'm not saying it's. I'm not just slow.
Crayons.
Right.
So, yeah. Is he licking?
Just anything.
I can't. Oh
You
my
know,
god.
Oh, yeah.
Or I've had teachers ask me like, "Hey, is there what's their favorite subject? Is there a easier way for us, for me to be able to, kind of communicate?" Because it was a time where they were really shy and they didn't really want to talk or anything like that, especially when they were, transferring to another school. Because where we live, it's like you go from one school from 1 to 4th, and then you go to another school and everything. And sometimes that transition is different. So I've had them ask questions about their personality or any information I can give them to help my kids. So that may be something I bring up, right? Where he was on whatever the program is at his old school. So that should have transferred over. And that's one thing I want to add too, because what will happen is that when you're placed on one of those plans, depending on when you reevaluate, it follows you.
Yeah.
So if you ain't get it, if it didn't follow him, either they made a mistake or he was evaluated and didn't need it no more. Because the thought process is that when you're placed in those type of programs and everything, that you stay there forever, and that's not the case. Sometimes you learn the skills where it's not necessary for you to be there.
Right.
So that's why every so many years they will reevaluate you. If I'm not sure if it's every year or every couple years, they'll reevaluate you to see where you are. Sometimes they catch up. Sometimes some people they just learn it a little slower, and then they need some extra help to catch up.
Absolutely. And I think what we also overlook a lot of times is that some kids are just assholes. When you really think about it.
Yeah.
And rebellious.
Very rebellious. Like the whole time you thinking a kid has a problem, he going to class, he not talking, and then you finally talk to him and say, why aren't you talking at school? Well, I don't like the teacher. What? Like you got everybody thinking that you need extra help, but you just
and you're
don't
over
want
here tripping.
Exactly.
Yep.
Just don't want to interact with people. Like kids, I don't have any kids yet, man, but my little sister just had a daughter. My older sister has a son and a daughter. And just what I've learned just from experiencing them is that some kids is just
some a-holes. I get it.
Some assholes.
Yeah, because my little niece, like, oh my God. I just be like, yo,
Like, you are not
what
a
you
nice
do
person.
with your parents, like, no, it's not going to slide with me. Stop right now.
It's supposed to slide with Auntie,
No.
with TT.
No, staying up after, an extra hour or so is what's going to slide. But in terms of like mannerism and what you're supposed to be doing and like access to social media and TikTok and YouTube, absolutely not.
So you're the not so fun aunt.
Oh, I'm definitely fun. Because we are gonna have like
Doesn't sound like it.
matching. I'm gonna take you to the water park. We're gonna have matching Barbie outfits. We're
But I
gonna
can't run. I gotta walk.
No, you can run, but if you're told not to run, like, and you run again, like, absolutely not. That's being disrespectful, and that's like no home training.
You like, don't do what kids do in my house.
In my house.
And that's probably the worst like kid that like don't fear adults. You know them kids that just like they just
Don't care.
Don't care. They're
Yeah.
just not scared. Like you can't hurt me. You can't touch me.
Yeah, no, but I really feel as though kids gonna be kids, but nothing is wrong with like discipline and structure.
No, not at
because they need that. They need to be within like a
They
certain
do.
box.
No, they do.
And
but not at Auntie's house.
Yes, because because I would like to some degree, yes, is because when you go to grandma's and you're acting like outrageous and this and that,
Then
that's
that's
a
the mom.
representation of me.
No, that's the
and,
representation of the mother and father who's at home.
and like I just said, a representation of me.
No, not you.
If my children went to grandma's and
if
they're
your
acting,
children.
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's a representation of me. So being a line or all of the adults being within some, yes.
I would have to disagree because you have that uncle and auntie that say, hey, don't tell your mom I gave you some ice cream when you wasn't supposed to. Don't tell your mom, hey, we went here.
Yes, I do that.
No, that's you said structure all the time,
in terms of like mannerism, being respectful, being like not being disrespectful.
Oh, absolutely.
Not like staying in a child's place, talking. Like that's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to ask y'all a question. Would you rather your child feared you or respected you?
Respect.
And then how do you know the difference?
I would rather them respect me out of fear. Knowing that I will beat that ass.
Listen, because some kids fear their parents, but they don't respect their parents.
Absolutely.
And the other way around. Some kids respect an adult, but they don't fear this adult.
And that's why I say both. Respect me, knowing that if you step out of line, this will happen. You know, so I think it's a balance on how it is. My children, very respectful, you know, and I have a lot, but I do. But they don't,
my boy.
You know, but they don't ever disrespect.
Yeah.
If you could ask anybody, they're very respectful. I have one that acts just like me. He's a clown, like to joke and everything, but he's still respectful. He's a Pisces. He cares a lot. Always, are you okay if you're coughing? You sneeze, bless you. He's very respectful. So it's how you raise them. I believe there's a well balance. You can have fun, but
I hate that you have to tell children to say thank you. Like, what is that all about?
Because they're still learning. They're still learning. They're still learning because as a child, your mind is turned on all the time of having fun.
Yeah.
Having fun, doing this and everything like that. You give them a bottle of water, they grab it and run away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not where, as an adult, you should always say thank you. But as a child, you still have to teach these children.
Oh, yeah.
It's very important to remember that. Yeah, but even
your grade school, you still have to be like, what do you say? What do you say? Yeah. What do you say?
I think that changes the older they get. So when they little, I get that.
Yeah.
You gave them a cup of juice and they took off on you.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But when you 10 and somebody brought you a gift to your birthday party, you better say thank you to everybody that gave you a gift.
Yeah.
And also some things resonate differently from your father versus your mother too. And by that I just say, like, when it comes to just like respect and having to deal with like certain repercussions when you don't say thank you or when you don't do this. It's like when your mom's like, oh, did you say thank you? Did you do this? Versus when your dad's like, get over there. You know what I'm saying? It's just some things hit a little differently where it's like, all right, I'm gonna make sure I never forget that again because look how I made my father, discipline me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's children are very impressionable.
Yeah.
They're looking and paying attention to everything we do. And these kids nowadays, because they do have tablets put in front of them, I blame myself. My 3-year-old can have a whole conversation with me, which is great. But she's over here talking about, girl, you crazy? Dad, she's saying things that we didn't say when we was younger.
Right.
And, we're allowing it because some things are harmless.
Yeah.
But she's still put in her place and when I mean put in her place, hey, you shouldn't do that.
Right.
I don't want y'all to think put in her place mean she don't get a whooping because I don't hit my children. I could have a talk with them and they understand because that's how I raised them. And I don't think you have to hit every children for them to get your point across.
Yeah.
But my kids are very respectful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't spank my kids a lot, but it was enough. No, I've spanked my kids, but it's crazy because it's like they'll remember it with the threat.
Yeah,
that's real.
You know what I mean? They remembered when it happened. So it'd be like, I'm going to come in and take it. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
the fear.
It come with it. You know what I mean? And it's been like years, but they still remember.
That's the whole point of respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
And fear the fact that I will.
Yeah. My father never gave me a whooping, but to this day, and he's no longer with us, but if he raised his voice or if he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would
straighten up.
Yeah, absolutely. I seen this dude. He was a big dude. He, my older sister had got in trouble one time, and this nigga punched the wall so hard.
Wow.
I swear to God, the wall was whining. Like and I was standing on the stairs like I was pushed to the wall. Like well, I just never wanted no problems with him.
I can't say the same. My dad he used to lay into me. Love my dad. He's no longer here with us also. But my father, we're from a different country, right? So the upbringing is very, very strict. And I remember I went and got my ears pierced. And I'm laying in the bed,
Oh my
right?
God.
Secretly, I pierced my ears. I had to be about 14 years old. Or probably a little younger, 13. Got my ears pierced. I'm laying in the bed. And I love my father, rest in peace. But he walked in the room and I was laying on the side that wasn't pierced, so it wouldn't, hurt. And I heard him come in the room and I was still a little asleep. And he must have spotted it. I flipped my head real quick so that the piercing is on the pillow. All I know, he came back in the room after he walked out and hit me with an ironing board.
That was some inventive
WWE my ass
Man, whooping you
with an ironing board.
We need some gunshots.
Right. Like this is not
straight
a
up
whoopable item.
hit me with an ironing board across my back.
What?
And me and my father was cool. When he passed away, great relationship, loved my father. But I had a tough upbringing when it came to my dad. He done punched me in my nose and all types of stuff. So that's the reason why I don't hit my kids. Because I wasn't a bad kid.
Yeah.
I was just a kid.
Right.
I did things.
Yeah.
All you had to do was talk to me and I would have understood because I was one of those kids that said, okay, I don't want to disappoint my parents.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Some kids...
I don't know what you was watching because I was there.
So all you had to do was talk to me, you know? So, and I probably would have changed trajectory.
Yeah.
But that's not how it was. My father was action first
He's swinging.
and
Joe
talk
Jackson.
to me later. So that's what happened,
So,
man. But
let me ask you something.
Yo,
We're
watch
talking
my
about
play.
like raising kids and everything. Like, if you, let's say you were incarcerated, right? Would you, and your kid found out, would you share that information with them?
yes.
Would you tell like the details of why you were in, and would that be like a teachable moment or
It's a
how does that
teachable
work?
moment. Yeah. I went to jail off of some crazy stuff. And my kids know, hey, this is what happened. This is how it went down. This is how you should handle the situation. Don't do what I did. And it wasn't no drugs or violence or anything like that. It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
So I would always tell my kids the truth. Tell them the truth, but I'll leave some details out, because you don't want them to know everything. Hey, I was having sex in the car. The cops pulled me over. Well, the cops knocked on the window and this happened. That's not the story. But you don't want to get to those details with your children, right?
Right.
Hey, I was in the car. The cops pulled me over. This is how I handled it. He took me to jail. They don't need to know about the sex part.
Right.
So, yeah, I think it's always good. But talking about jail, and there's this woman, a mother. She had the chance to go 2 years probation or 20 days in jail. Guess what she picked?
20 days in jail.
20 days, yeah.
20 days in jail. Now,
But
what's your
didn't-
take on that? Would you take 20 days, Mike?
I don't want to do no days, but I understand why she took the 20.
Okay.
Because just get it out the way. Probation costs money. You know what I'm saying? Don't know what her pockets look like. But also with probation, there's the chance to possibly be thrown in jail anyway. So she's like,
If you do wrong.
Right.
If you do wrong. If you're not following,
Right.
following up with your PO,
Right.
Curfew and things like that. Yeah,
Right.
so there's a possibility to go to jail anyway. But how about you, Package?
I would say it's like a 2-week vacation from your children. But then, yeah,
Obviously, you ain't never been in jail.
No. I'm not like a vacation, meaning like that's what you're telling your children, so they won't, instead of telling them that like you're going to jail.
I was about to say,
And-
'cause
I think it also depends on the jail. Like
Yeah.
20 days in
if
Cook
it's
County.
like in the Cook
that ain't the,
like that's not the one.
I am not being anyone's bitch
Yeah.
for 20 days.
Yeah, no.
That's
But-
20 days too long. I
But
would
the-
not take the jail.
That's why you got to be the pod boss. You got the bitches.
I have
Yeah.
never heard of any jail.
Being like
1 week or 2 weeks, 20 days or nothing, that was okay to be there.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying like a mother leaving their child for 20 days. It's like you going on a vacation. Not
yeah,
saying
what
that
would you
jail
do,
is
though?
like a vacation. I would initially do like the 20 days, but because with probation, the way that I think of it, instantly, I think like, what? I can't travel. Like they're gonna try to keep too
That's
much.
not
like,
what probation
There
is.
is limitations
there
on
are
traveling.
limitations
Yeah, I
when
know,
you're on
but-
probation, so it's just like those limitations. I'm not looking to,
No,
Yeah.
but when you're on probation, it depends on the severity of what it is that would determine whether or not you can leave. If she had a choice of 20 days
So
or
what would
2
you
years
do?
probation,
You're taking two-year
no, my
probation.
thing is no matter what you do, one, I would have took the 2 years probation because obviously I should want to clean up and stop doing what I did to even get in that
Exactly.
position.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
my thing is, if you go in there for 20, if
But
you're
then
not
that's
in a
saying that
position to
you
change,
admit to like whatever the charge is. Because see, like I want to know
you
more
gotta admit,
information.
you go admit to.
I want to
it.
know more information because like some stuff I don't want on my record.
So
Yeah,
that's
so,
where probation would probably come in to play.
yeah,
right?
better.
Probation, it could be sealed or dismissed.
Yeah,
Jail time actually follows you.
Yeah.
You're trying to get a job, it follows you. That you've been in jail, regardless if it's 2 days
Yeah.
or 2 years. Now, probation, I would take probation just because I'm an introvert. I'll stay home all the time.
Right.
You don't got to worry about me being home on time. I'll get to see my children. If I had a job, I can keep that job depending on if the job allows me to do it. If the time, because time could play a
Right.
factor. If I got to be in at 9 and the job's saying, hey, you got to work till 11, then it might be a factor to where I can't work that job.
Right.
But I would rather do probation than 20 days in jail. You can lose your job if you have one. It's on your record. If you have children and everything like that, who's going to watch the kids? You got to set all that up. What if you don't have no one to set that up with?
Yeah. And the thing is, I think, because I've been on probation where I was given that because, whatever the situation. But I was given probation. I didn't have to pay like a whole bunch of money. It was just like, don't do this again for this amount of time.
Right.
And I didn't. So, and then it was gone. When I came back to court, it was like, okay, we're going to take this off. We're going to erase this off because you did what you were supposed to do during that probationary period. So all of them don't come with like an ankle bracelet or you got to do customer services or customer service or anything like that. Not customer service. What it is, community service.
Yeah.
Some of them don't come with that. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on pretty much how the judge feeling right there.
The severity of what's going on.
Right. So they can just say like, hey, listen, if I'm going to put you on 2 years probation, if you do this again, you go do the time in jail. You know what I mean? Long as you don't do it, then we'll take it off your record and you can keep it moving. So you get those, because like I said, I had one of them like that. And it was like, great, I'm not doing this anyway. So I think the 20 days was super crazy because now this is on your record. If you, obviously, how I look at it, because you took the jail time, that means you're like, man, I'm going to go do this again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and take this 20. I don't want 2 years because it could have been something dealing with, they say you can't smoke or whatever. And she want to do that. Now you got that. If it happened again, you do it so many times, you go get, because you got convicted for one, that second time you come and you stand in front of them, they look at everything you did and what you said that you were guilty of. So even it could be like you got because of trespassing, for instance. Let's say you said you're guilty of trespassing, and then now the next one is a weed charge. It don't matter that was a different charge. It was a charge, and that's going to affect how they look at you now.
Oh.
A probation that you successfully did.
Yeah, you gotta have a clean record.
Different.
Yeah.
When you get in trouble again, you went through the program, you did whatever you need to do for them 2 years, and then you good.
Yeah.
So you're saying you'll take the 20?
After talking about it,
Probation all day.
I'm just saying you don't have,
and I would just be like, don't say that I can't travel.
and you
please.
don't have Bertha on that ass in jail. You gonna be somebody's prison bitch.
No.
Yeah, somebody's prison bitch.
I want gunshots.
You gonna be somebody's prison bitch. So
Oh my God.
and that's crazy. Like I said, I wouldn't do it. How about you, Mike?
I'll do the probation.
The probation?
Yeah, just because I don't want the 20 days following me.
And you
Yeah.
got the boat.
Absolutely. So I
know?
could be on the boat, look, till curfew, and then take it home, or I could list the boat as my crib.
Absolutely. I don't think you put the boat as your crib.
Hey, listen, if it's his houseboat, that's where he lives.
Yeah, but it's not a houseboat. It's a bitch boat.
Say,
Hey, it's a bedroom on the boat. It's a living room on the boat. It's a bathroom on the boat.
Okay.
all you need is a hot plate.
Look,
That's his house.
It's a kitchen on the boat.
Oh, well, there you
it's
go.
a stove and a
his
microwave on the boat.
crib.
And
Okay.
a refrigerator.
And a refrigerator on the boat.
But
That's a whole
but it
kitchenette.
has to be docked, I believe.
Really?
Right? So it has to be docked.
To be considered?
I don't know.
Ain't
I don't
nobody
know.
looking
I
at
don't know
if
the
he ain't got no ankle bracelet. They not like,
the rules.
let's make sure his boot's still dark.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody coming to check on
Exactly.
him.
Well, I have somebody that I do know that's on probation, and they give you a phone, and they look at your location. So
They different now.
it's different now, right? We have technology and everything like that. And when I was talking to him, he pulled out his phone and said, "They know where I'm at."
Oh.
You know, so
I'd be like, you got to get away from me.
Yeah. We'll probably have to list the dock as my home.
as your home.
Yeah.
So you have to be there at a certain, and you can't leave.
Right.
Because then it's going to send them a warning that
Right.
you're not in that vicinity. And so I don't know if that's for every probation,
Make boat friends.
It's not.
Yeah,
but it's for
Tony.
his probation, and that's crazy.
Yeah, because you can have
Right.
you can have a traffic probation and it's not that extensive.
Right.
Well,
know.
no, I'm not talking about the
Yeah, you
extent,
talking about
but
that
if
ankle.
you talking about ankle bracelet and
Yeah.
all that
No,
stuff.
They still
that's
do
what I'm
that?
saying. Yeah, I mean, it's different levels of what your probation is depending on, like I said, the crime and everything. Because when you're looking at, like I said, a traffic violation, that they'll put you on a probation and you better not have no insurance or whatever. And so it's different type of probations depending on, like I said, the severity of the crime.
Yeah,
it
and
is.
I don't, that ankle bracelet, like I wear anklets, like that's not cute. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So
The most
because
movingest ass person in the world.
because the ankle bracelet ain't cute, you gonna take the 20 days?
No. They got to give me like a bracelet or something.
They got to give you a bracelet.
Yeah.
Oh, they gonna give you a bracelet.
Right.
No,
They'll
not
give you
for
two
my
other bracelets.
not for my ankle.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Not for my ankle.
So we were talking about your boat and everything like that. So you're a business owner, right? So
Yeah.
business owner,
Yeah.
and you do what? Digital marketing for Meta?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah. More specifically, I lead and build like the marketing strategies behind the wearables product, which is like the Meta glasses.
Okay.
The Meta Ray-Bans.
Can you get
Meta
us some?
Oakleys. Look, I'm trying to get myself some.
Okay. Well, I'm second
So
in line. I
possibly,
asked
right.
first, right there. So, because I wanted to get some with the Ray-Bans. They do the Ray-Bans.
Yeah, we have the Ray-Bans, the Oakleys. So yeah, there's a few different types.
Okay. Yeah.
I know this sounds crazy, but I thought he was talking like the Oculus Meta.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, no, not the Oculus.
Not the
yeah.
Oculus.
No, not the Oculus.
Because I was about to
The-
say, listen, man, we got to talk.
Right.
You know,
These
I need
kids.
some plugs.
Right.
These kids. So you say, repeat what you said. You said the data and everything. Or what?
Yeah, so I built I basically built the digital marketing strategy, so the social strategy for like these products. So like how we, if you're on Instagram or you're on YouTube, like the ads that you see or the videos or pictures that you see around the product, like I build that stuff out. So I built the strategy for like our creative team to like put the video together, basically.
Okay. So that's what's up. So
You're the eyes behind the eyes.
Right, exactly.
the eyes behind the
The
eyes.
eyes behind the eyes.
I like that. You should put that on your Instagram or something.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I've been in in this field for a while. Like I used to have a similar role at Snapchat. I worked at Snapchat for a few years.
Okay.
I did the same thing. I worked for Uber also, kind of doing something similar. So I've been in tech for a while.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So I want to talk about the power in the black dollar, right? So we have a black man right here. He's doing his thing, digital marketing with a big company at that. Own his own boat.
Right.
You know, got the bitches. As he said, the six.
Edit that part out.
Okay.
Don't know how
There's
many
no editing. There's
don't
no
know
editing.
how many of them is listening.
Everything goes on this project. Full volume, no filter.
Right. So,
Everything
but we
goes.
said with a boat comes 6 bitches.
Yeah,
right?
you
So
can't help that.
You can't help it.
Listen, you can't help it. You don't ask for them. They're given to you.
They're giving to you.
Yeah.
So the
a
power in the
contract.
black dollar. How much impact does the black spending power really have on the, community and in society? And are we using it wisely?
No, we're definitely not using it wisely. I don't think. And the reason I say we're not using it wisely because it's not often that we're pulling our money together as a community.
I agree.
What causes can you name right now where everybody's like, all right, we're gonna back this. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day when there were different causes going on, when, we were putting our money into ourselves and investing in ourselves, and like everybody was on one accord. We're not really doing that now. But I think not only is our dollar still powerful, our influence is even more powerful, right? It's like we set the trends.
Like Target.
Exactly.
We shutting them down.
Exactly. We set the trends, right? So it's like we almost have more power in just saying, hey, this thing isn't cool, or don't go and do this. Because who's following us, right? It's the white kids in the suburbs.
We make the clothes, the style of
Absolutely.
clothes. We make
the music, the style,
music, yeah.
all of that. If we say something is cool, it's going to make money. We say something is whack, it's going to get disregarded. So that's where a lot of our power is coming from. But we're not pulling our money together to, to really kind of be impactful in that sense.
Well, you know what? One of the things too that I run into when I'm talking to other people about business, I own business, and sometimes when I pop up to certain places, they'll ask me like, how I'm able to do and be successful at what I do. And one of the things that we got to remember is that we always want to kind of spend our money within our community. The problem I think that happened from back in the day to now, those people still stayed true to what was happening in the market. So, for instance, if we wanted to have a black grocery store, your tomatoes was the same cost as the tomatoes in the other communities. You know what I mean? Everybody did. But what I found now is that when I run into other black entrepreneurs, right, and I say, hey, I want to support you. You got the new toothpaste. You got a black-owned toothpaste. I'm like, your toothpaste is $7 though.
Right.
When, you know what I'm saying, I got the Colgate over here for $2-3. Like, you still got to be mindful of those things. And I keep running into that situation where I'm speaking to people, and there's nothing wrong with understanding and saying that your brand is good. But why would I pay 3 times that? Right. You're not putting that effort behind that your price. It's just, okay, because I'm black owned, you got to support me. Right. It don't work like that.
So with that, I came to an understanding talking to a business owner. So for instance, right, you have the Asian shops that do nails, right? Big Asian shop, and you have the black girl doing the nails out of her house, right? Or little salon booth that she has. Now, the reason why they have to charge so much, what I heard, is that they're not buying in bulk like these Asian shops. They're buying little to where they have to spend more money, and they have to charge in order to, substitute for what they spent. So let's just say they have to buy nail polish, right? $3 a bottle, and the Asian people can buy it for 32 cents. They have to charge differently in order to make their money back.
No, but that all come up. You got to do your homework though, because the same thing. Like, I get my food come from the same place other restaurants get their food and everything like that. So and their costs are higher than mine. But because I did research and I found products that I can sell. One of the big things my wife told me, she said, when I first started, she said, try to find something less than $10 you can make money from. So I found things that I can buy at low cost, and then I can make them worthy of the what I was charging. So yeah, I'm still getting money, but my costs are low. But that's all about educating and getting yourself out there and making sure you're doing your homework. So if you're out of your place, okay, you got a staff, you got a bigger place, you're in a community where everybody's gonna want to come and 20 people want to get their nails done at a time. You have to do your homework and you got to get the funding and do whatever you got to do to build up. I started my business out of my car with a tote and some hot bricks. You know what I'm saying? And then the more I got my name out there, more people wanted me. And then that allowed me to take the money and allocate it to where it needed to be to grow the business. But that's because I studied a long time before starting it. So if you're not doing those type of things, maybe that's not the place you should be, because we have an attitude of trying to do things that we love to make money when we need to be making money to do the things we love.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the other way around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they say only 2% of Black spending goes into Black-owned businesses.
Because it's hard, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard, but also I think we are as a people, I think we're kind of influenced by like the shiny shit, right? Because it's like, we'll spend our money on designer and we'll spend our money on, the brands that everybody views as like the top brands. When like you can find a Black brand that's just as good, but we don't look at it as just as good, right? It's like, why am I buying Gucci when I can go buy a Black designer brand? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not valued within our own communities as much.
It's not.
It's not.
If you look at all the rich, like, check out Adam Sandler. Dude got money. He don't dress like it.
Nope.
Bill Gates don't dress like it.
Nope.
Everybody that has money, they don't dress like it. But for some reason, when our Black, celebrities, they have to have the chain, they have to have the pants that cost $3,000 or whatever it may be. You know what? Pharrell, he's in charge of Louis Vuitton now?
Yeah.
And everything like that. So now you have somebody at the forefront pushing this out. And our Black people, they gonna buy it up, buy it up, buy it up.
Yep.
So it's like we're not spending it wisely.
But see, that's what that comes to the point I'm talking about. When you think about it all together, right? Like I don't see nobody but us here distinguishing it as that type of business. Why does it have to be a Black owned business? Why are you trying to just get our support? Why are you not doing it broader? Why are you not making clothes that everybody can buy rather than this a Black owned, this is a Black product? So now you're kind of minimizing your product to a certain community instead of saying, okay, these are urban wear. This is casual wear. And it's not just about the color, because that's how when I say do your homework on it, you can't come to me and say, I want to support your product, bro. Okay, so why would I support your product? Don't get offended when I ask you that. I'm asking the same thing of Nike. I'm not trying to buy your shoes for $200 just because you Nike when I see you got the clearance for $49. Why would I buy these $200? You giving me a reason why, you telling me all these stories, whether I believe it or not. It's substance behind why you're putting that out there. So my thing is that one of the things I wish we didn't have to do, and sometimes it sucks because it seems like we do, in order to kind of build up. Once you're in that demographic of saying, I'm a Black-owned business. You're a business. Why do you have to distinguish yourself as a Black-owned business? Yeah. I get it. You want your community to support you, but put your product out there and give back to the community. Sell to everyone. Spend your money in the community that you spend it in.
Yep, it has to be channeled strategically.
This is how I look at it. I mean, the one thing we got to do is we just got to open business. We got to make it a product that's universal. You get that money from that, and then if we want to do something to help and build up the community, we go into those communities and we do that. The thing is, though, we need to put our money into infrastructures that will allow us to help the community. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to open up a grocery store, but what I'm saying is you can help organize a farmer's market.
A spa.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that that's the thing too.
Yeah.
We keep doing businesses and opening stuff that don't help the community at all.
Yeah, health and wellness.
We don't.
Spa.
That's why our communities are taken over by every other ethnicity that want to do whatever they want to do. We're not even allowed to be in certain. You don't see Heralds everywhere. You don't see Heralds in the Napervilles and stuff like that. You don't see them flooded like they are Chinese food restaurants in some of the black communities. Why can't we be in those communities? Because their brand is that of black people. You know what I'm saying? It's been so many times that I've seen like the Harold's chicken truck pull up and they like, what is that?
Yeah.
What's this sauce? I'm looking at them like, that's mild sauce. That's everybody get down with that mild sauce. They don't even know what it is, bro.
Uncle Remus mild sauce is better than Harold's though.
You know what? You blasphemy. You need to get shot.
I'm from the west side. So
Yeah, whatever. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. As a chef, though, if you got to put sauce on it,
it's not good.
Eat the chicken without the sauce, and then tell me if it's good chicken. I don't give a damn about your sauce. That's the afterthought. The chicken got to be good.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. What I mean when we talk about branding now, if that's solely
Uncle
what
Remus
you want to do,
is way better than Harold's.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
If that's your community, if that's what you want to do, I don't knock your hustle. But what I'm saying is that you still have to do your homework and make sure that your product is priced for the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just because you have
and you have to know
owned.
the market.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a superstar to endorse your product, right? It shouldn't be because the black. You know what I'm saying? It should be this superstar endorses this product, not because I'm a black man and I'm endorsing this black product.
Yeah.
Take that label off and start selling these products, and then go out there and spend your money so we can keep that cycle going in our actual community. And then on top of that, make sure in our communities that you're not killing us with the dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go and get a 5-piece for $20. Like, what we doing here? You know what I mean? Oh man, this is blessed chicken because I know how to make good chicken.
But when it involves food, I feel as though that's, like a fluctuation type of thing, just like taxes, because sometimes, things are a little bit more expensive during certain seasons or
Black businesses traditionally overcharge.
Yes.
They overcharge.
They sure do. Listen, I've taken tours and I've had Gordon Ramsay, and Gordon Ramsay steak ain't no more expensive than
a tomahawk.
Right. You can go, steakhouse steaks are what they are. If you get something really cheap, we already know where we at. We came there for a super cheap, not that quality type of steak. But I mean, everything stays
Wagyu.
around that market price. So my thing is,
Wagyu.
Right. If I walk into a Walmart
my
and you
mouth
got
is
your
watering.
black brand in there, and your black brand is $2 more, I may give you a try. But let's think about these dollars and how the world is working right now.
Right.
Why would I do you when this brand has been there for the last 50 years, is $2 less? Why don't you do who was a good brand that did that was Tito's. Tito's, I remember when Tito's first came out, it was almost like you can get a gallon for $20. And then once Tito's started getting their name, they gradually moved the dollar up to how much. That's how you do it. Once I got my name out there, but it wasn't like Tito's.
But they'll run it up.
This is the Hispanic brand, or this is the. No, it was just Tito's. And then now that everybody like it, I'm going to up my price $1 here, $2 here, $3 here. Now, that same is double now.
Right.
So they're price gouging.
What you mean?
Black businesses, you're saying?
Right
on
away.
The upfront.
They're going right away without nobody knowing them. And I'm not saying all of them doing it, but I run into it a ton. Right. That's why a lot of the small businesses fail. Yeah. Because one, a lot of people think they're going to come out here and the first thing they do is they take too much money. They'll come and say, I want to open a business. I only need $50,000. And then the bank say, I'm going to give you $100,000, and they run with it. Your business plan was for $50,000. You understand what I'm saying? So why would you take that? You already starting out wrong because you don't even know how to. You don't even have a plan for that $100,000, right? So now you get that money, and then you think that whatever you have is so extraordinary that you're gonna charge a little bit more, and it may be, but right now nobody knows that. So you put it to the market, and then you go from there. It can be little things, 50 cents, $1, whatever the case. But you, like I said, if you need help in that avenue, then do it, or just do your homework.
Nah, I agree. Lower your prices, get your name out there, and become somebody before you start, price gouging and making people pay a lot of money for something they don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with that. I'd like to thank our guest, Michael Plant.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
showing
coming out and
joining.
hanging out with us, man.
You're so much fun.
Let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, y'all can find me
on the boat.
All right, on the boat. Just
with the 6 bitches.
Exactly. Just shine a 6 in the sky. No, Instagram. I was wrong.
Got you.
Yeah, MJPJ_007.
Like James Bond.
Book his boat.
Gotcha.
And where can they book?
They can book same at Instagram, Ambiance on the River. That's the name of my boat page.
Ambiance on the river.
Yep.
Ambiance on the river. That's what's up. Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
Hanging with us.
Appreciate you.
I have a couple of questions I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Rapid questions.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. So, what's your favorite watch in your collection right now?
5.
My
4.
favorite. I have a Rebirth on right now. If you guys heard of that, it's like a smaller brand. It's probably one of my favorites just because they're super sleek. I like sleek watches. Original Grain is also one of my favorites just because they do like the wood grain band. So those are two of my favorites in my collection.
Gold or silver chain?
Gold chain.
Gold chain?
Absolutely.
Okay. Why is that?
I think it blends better with darker and neutral colors.
Okay, so you're a darker neutral color man?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's what's
black
up.
Today, yeah.
Most memorable travel destination so far?
Brazil.
Dope. What you like about that?
What? First of all, not even beautiful women, but before we even get there, your money stretches so far in Brazil.
So far, yeah.
So far. Like literally, I'm out there ordering $2 Hennessy and Cokes. Like $2 American Hennessy and Cokes. You can't go nowhere in Chicago and get no $2 Hennessy and Coke.
Yeah, you were having a good time.
I was having a great time. And also, so in Brazil, they have these R&B clubs, quotation marks. You pull up to it and it's literally just a DJ. It's a bridge, a DJ, food trucks, liquor trucks, and
vibe
people. Like it's fire. And they're playing music from like 90s R&B and you would think that the song just came out. Like I went. The second song they played was LL Cool J, Doing It Well. And they went fucking nuts. Like the song.
So they know how to mix. They're DJs out there.
They was grooving like the song just came out.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I love that song.
All right,
That's a classic.
Which cologne do you reach for on a big night out?
Big night out, I'll do Blue Chanel or
What do you have on tonight? You smell good.
Tonight I have on, I actually got a little one in my pocket. Because I knew this was gonna get asked. Because I have so many, I'll just be grabbing stuff. But tonight I have Gucci Guilty on tonight.
Gucci Guilty?
Yeah.
Right,
no, wait. We can't gloss over that. How you just go think he the one smelling good? You got 2 other men in here. You like, no, you smell like zest.
Listen, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. They want to be on that boat, man.
All right. Preferred way to enjoy whiskey: neat, on the rocks, or in a cocktail?
I'm gonna say technically on the rocks, but I like just one big ice cube.
Yep.
So like chill it, like
an old fashioned type.
Yeah. But just straight over a large cube. That's the best way.
Last question: who's your go-to R&B artist for setting the mood?
Setting the mood.
Macy Gray.
Man, that's crazy. For setting the mood, there's a cat out right now. His name is Chris Eccles. fire. If I had to go classic though, Donnell Jones.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, that wraps up the episode of Full Volume, No Filter. Whether you laughed, nodded, rolled your eyes, or all three, just know we appreciate you for rocking with us. From our messy mouths to your loyal ears, we love you loud. Until next time, stay real, stay loud,
and stay you.
Full Volume, No Filter.